Hello everybody, my name is Jason Vestry and I'm going to be doing my final project on Mediascapes, and as described in Module 11 here, Mediascapes refers to both the distribution of electronic capabilities um, to produce and disseminate information. And so what I'd like to do is show you an example of Mediascapes through my own work, and here we go. So I'm going to jump into Keynote and give you a little presentation. When I was working at Apple for a little while, we were asked to do basically a number of fake apps. Essentially, due to legal purposes, we couldn't go to every single vendor and get permission in time to produce some collateral for the iTunes gift cards. So the designers in the retail department were asked to create a number of apps, and this is just a small set that I chose to put in my portfolio. You can see here's an example of where the graphic might be applied to. Next, we have the first project that I worked on while I was at Apple, and this is of the MacBook and MacBook Pro. When Apple first launched these products, I was the one to work on the retail signage, in-store signage. There's actually a lot more collateral that was involved in this. In here you see launch signs and kidney signs and also an easel sign. Other collateral consisted of wall-size banners, which you'll see from time to time in just about every Apple store. And moving on to the next one, we have some work that I did for WWDC 2009. The idea was to create a modular system that would work on the second floor of the Moscone Center during the conference. And in here we used over 200 apps that was displayed on vinyl on the wall, on the window. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. Next, I have a 30-second scale model of Macworld 2009. This was created for Steve Jobs, and essentially what he would do is take the graphics that you see placed in the model, and you can actually pull those in and out of the model. And so he would move things around and kind of get on the desk level to kind of see the flow of things and how it would work. Here's an example of one of the large 32 by 24 foot banners that I created while I was working at Apple under the art direction of Rex Sforza. And again, here's some more in-store signage. This is Why You'll Love the Mac. This is a refresh that was created for I guess one of the seasons. Pretty much every season Apple tries to put out new signage with updated content for the new products or existing products. Basically just a refresh of Why You'll Love the Mac. This is actually an Apple Store planogram. I can't really show that, so I'm going to skip through that. Another client that I had the chance to work with was Lucasfilm, and so one of the things that we had to do was come up with a number of different graphics that would be provided to various vendors such as Walmart or Target. Essentially, Lucas would come up with CDs full of content that can be then applied to mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, posters, patterns for various textiles and things like that. And so this is one of the projects that I worked on when the Clone Wars movie had just come out. Here you see application for t-shirts, finally loaded there. And next an example of sweatshirts. Lastly, here's a kind of a detail of one of the graphics. And then kind of an in situation just to show what the poster could look like on a a bus stop or a billboard or something like that. Here's a class project I did